a lot of them that I have spoken to, people of color such as African Americans, even Filipinos, Hispanic, Mexican American, or Latino American, they're actually thinking about moving to other states besides San Diego. So that's kind of an unrealistic way of thinking if you think about it, because if they just voted for a government that's going to be able to take care of them, to help them to be more economically more improved, then I think that they would be able to stay here. But, they're looking for states that have no taxes, they don't have to pay, they want a place where they can have a decent place to live, where the housing crisis is not as high, and then also be able to have better planning for their kids, for education. I don't think all of them are looking for hand-me-downs on that sense, because, if that is the case scenario, then, how would they be able to live, even to try to get a decent home or a decent job for them to actually have, so that they can make it a better life for themselves.
So that means to say that a lot of people are so convinced to vote for Trump because he promises more jobs and jobs and jobs.
Yeah, if they could really look, whether they want to vote for Hillary, the question is what is their underlying meaning of what they really want economically for themselves? That is basically the bottom line. If they're willing to transport themselves to a place where no taxes are involved, a place where there's a livable area of community that is going to help them as far as being able to get a better job and have be a homeowner, like the American dream, it doesn't correlate with what the Democratic value is on that sense, because if that is the case, then you're expecting a hand-me-down, and I don't think they want a hand-me-down, because if they're not wanting a hand-me-down, why are they not wanting to stay in the city that they live in that's already going to try to give them a hand-me-down?
So what about the issues and the allegations against the nominee, Donald Trump, and of course also the allegations against Hillary Clinton with regards to the WikiLeaks and emails?
WikiLeaks is pretty legit. That's the bottom line. Everything that they post there, it's just the way it is. How it siphoned out from one end to the other end, that's besides the point. Everybody should know that. That's like common sense elementary. Nobody can't see right through that. That seems kind of oddball method, because burden of proof is always the way to go. Now, as far as the women, there's 11 women. Basically, that's just been a stigma, unfortunately, for males now. In this century. For whatever reason, it's become a great issue, especially in politics. And Trump, I believe, is right now at this point trying to indicate that he didn't do anything in that sense. So he also has the right to appeal all that information too. It's not just about, there's 11 people coming out of the woodwork and so forth. There has to be also a fairness in between that whole ordeal. Why do they do it now during the time of election? It just seems so an oddball method, a time where it is really critical that that they can defame an individual based on that type of sexual orientation. Why didn't they do that in the early stages? He has a lot of money that he could have obviously given them long time ago if that was the case scenario, if for them to do whatever they needed to do. But I believe that Trump has no reason to not believe that, he knows his stand as far as whether or not he did what he did. And I don't think that he did it in that sense, because, again, until they have a burden of proof on that end, then that would be a different story. And the time constraint of him trying to prove himself is unbelievably weak right now, because of the fact that it's only how many more weeks from the election. But I believe that he did send something out in the news indicating that that he is going to countersue those accusers. So I'm curious as to how they will feel about that, and how how they're going to be able to give all their facts and stories straight in order for them to